is a video from Arch City Comics, I believe. Here, Arch City Comics is a lot of fun. So, thanks. Go subscribe to Arch City Comics if you enjoy this video.
Hail and welcome to the world famous Arch City Comics. If you are not yet subscribed, please make sure you do so and ring that bell for notifications so you can stay up to date on all things Arch City and Comicsgate in general. So today, I'm going to try to make this as concise as possible because my mind is absolutely just reeling. So earlier today, we had an announcement. If you back Detective Dead, you got an email update today. If not, you can check the campaign page in the update section. So at 11 o'clock this morning, a little bit after, Antonio, aka Critias, aka the DSL King, posted an update finally on Detective Dead. And this campaign's been closed for quite a while. It launched what feels like forever ago. But this update is not a happy update by any means. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but the short of it is that he is abandoning the project because his computer broke. I don't know. It all reads to me like a bunch of bullshit. And I'm sure I'm going to piss quite a few people off by even making this video, but I've got some things that I feel like I need to get off of my chest. So, the campaign is done for. He states here that he's deeply sorry. He's going to refund all the contributions, but he does not have the money to do so because apparently he invested all 38, almost 39 grand was apparently invested in this book that is now not coming to fruition. Okay. Now, to me, this seems like a gross negligence, misuse of campaign funding. Because how do you make that much money on a campaign and not have anything to show for it? Not a thing. Now, if this wasn't bad enough, some news has also dropped that apparently Preston Poulter, aka Pocket Pussy, aka Pocket Jacks Comics, one of the biggest anti-CG SJW scumbags there is buying the rights to Detective Dead. Now this tweet comes from Ethan Van Sciver, EVS, Caesar, Hail Caesar. This doesn't even come from Critias, who has been absent from Twitter since late last year. The last thing that Critias here even posted was a retweet. It was a couple retweets back on October 31st of 2019, and then he disappeared from Twitter altogether. He covered that in another one of his Detective Dead updates, saying, talking about his computer breaking and he had to go to his aunt's house just to get the update out there. Apparently, he doesn't have a cell phone either. I don't know. I'm not sure. He must really have a hooker and blow problem to burn through 38 grand and not be able to purchase a computer or a cell phone or get his fucking book out. So, Pocket Pussy is buying Detective Dead. Now, this raises a whole bunch of issues and concerns, obviously, with people who back the book, because if he's turning the campaign over, does that mean he's going to have everybody's docs info? Did he just buy everyone's docs who backed Detective Dead? Looking back at the campaign, there's 1,153 backers. That's a lot of fucking people. And what did Pocket Pussy buy? Did he essentially pay Antonio 38 grand to get him out of the hole? Like, is that the deal that's made? Because EVS does, he tweeted afterward and said, no, Critias is refunding his backers in Detective Dead. By purchasing the project, Preston is giving Crid the money to do so. Preston won't have access to the campaign, just the project. Make sure people understand that. So, Preston, essentially, if this is true, paid Critias $38,855 to buy out this incomplete project so Antonio can refund all of his backers. Just let that sink in for a moment. Preston spent 38 grand on a dead project. Now, my big question is, why? Why is Preston doing this to begin with? And why have we still not heard anything from Critias himself on this matter? He's apparently speaking through EVS somehow, whether it be email or phone or something. EVS has to be able to contact him in some way to get this information out there. Now, I looked on Pocket Jack's page. There's not a single mention of this. Not a single mention. No link to a video. No tweet saying that this is true. So I'm really confused. I'm really confused. Why have the backers? Why has Critias himself not come forward and said anything about this? Why is he speaking through Ethan? Is this just the greatest grift of all time? Not only did he take 38 grand from backers, but now he took 38 grand from Preston. Where's that money good? Is that money really going to come back to the backers? That's my biggest question. Or did he essentially take over 70 grand from backers in Preston to just disappear into the wild? This is just, like I said, my mind is reeling right now. I'm trying my hardest to comprehend what the fuck is going on here, and none of it really makes sense. How did Preston get a hold of Critias so quickly to make this deal? That doesn't make any sense to me. This, like I said, this dude has been gone from Twitter. We haven't really even heard from him since the infamous Soylent witch trials, which he sat in on, essentially shitting on War Campaign, calling for their end. When War Campaign promoted the fuck out of this dude, he was on War Campaign before Ethan even promoted him. And that's the thanks that they got. So this dude is something else. Like I said, my mind is reeling, and I'm trying to gather my thoughts as best as possible, but it's really fucking hard. It's really difficult to understand what the hell's going on. First of all, this is a terrible look for Comicsgate. This project going under, and Critias walking away from it and not having the money to refund the backers himself. That is a terrible misuse of campaign funds, if I've ever seen it. Ever. And then all of a sudden this anti-CG whack job, Preston, comes out of nowhere to purchase the IP? It just doesn't make sense to me. I really need to know more. I think the backers deserve to hear something more from Critias. Post a video, get on Twitter, make another fucking update on your campaign. Stating, hey, this is what's going on. I sold the property, and I will be giving everybody refunds from that sale. The fact that Preston spent almost 40 grand on this IP really blows my mind too. I mean, we've all heard the rumors that he's a trust fund baby. Apparently he gets like 5 grand a month from his parents. So did he just beg mom and dad for the fucking money to buy this campaign? Like, good lord. That's a big chunk of fucking change. I wonder what kind of car he drives. I'm really curious about that. So, obviously, this is a developing story, and more is going to come out. But I think Detective Dead is the true cash grab of Comicsgate. He beat Cecil. He beat him. So I will try to follow this as closely as possible and get more information as it comes out to update everybody. But this is where we're at right now. Detective Dead is dead. The corpse was purchased by Preston Poulter. And hopefully everybody who backed this book is going to get their money back. And Detective Dead will rise again. But I don't know. It all just seems fishy to me. So, anyway. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up or thumbs down. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. What are your guys' thoughts? I wanna hear from everybody listening. So, until we have more information, I will see you all next time, and I hope you all have a great evening.